Gotcha. Yes. We are doing
Working this time.
We are working. We got this. We got this.
Whoa. Super great. We're getting better. Practice,
Better.
practice,
Hey, it's the
practice.
third
We're getting
week. We
there.
got this. We're number 3 on the week, so we're good.
That's great. Well, you warm? How's the snow? It's cold here now in Tennessee.
Is it? You finally got some cold weather?
Well, it went cold, then it went a little warm, just enough not to get snow, and then it's dropping like a rock again.
Yeah, yeah. So we've got 12 inches here. So we're completely snowed in. You're not going anywhere. Like I told everybody, if you're out driving in this, you're just nuts. So there you go. You be nuts. But go home.
Yeah.
You're
Don't
gonna
cause an accident, please. No reason for it.
right. You're gonna wind up in the ditch somewhere. The city's pretty much shut down. I mean, there's no way. They really told everyone not to go anywhere, stay home. I get it. You know, we nurses, we're essential workers. We've got to try and make it. You're very familiar with that. You know, you and Melanie.
Yeah.
But you know, for the most part, my street's pretty much dead. My neighbor did obviously need to go to work today. He needed to go so badly that he literally like spun his car this and this and this and this back and forth to get out. So luckily enough, there was nobody around. So he just did his thing. But he did get out. So hopefully he made it. That's all I care about is that he made it. And that he makes it back home tonight.
I hope he does too. Prayerfully, he makes it home safely.
Right.
Everybody, great. So, just so everybody know, I'm on my wife's phone. Check her out, One Sassy Mimi, and I'm the founder and leader of You. And I'll have my phone next time to where we can do it from there. But anyway, check her out. She's got a lot of great information, just like Michelle, and it hopefully will lighten and bless your day. So, I think Michelle, today we're on O for optimization. Is that correct?
We're on O today. So, as we explained a couple of weeks ago, this is Mindful Nuggets. Please welcome Mr. William Goodwin, the leader of You. So, if you have not went and followed Mr. William, please go do so. He offers a great mindset. He has a class that's taking action tonight. So, if you haven't signed up for that class tonight, he'll talk more about it in a minute. But when he does, please go sign up. If not, Mr. William, do you have a class on Thursday?
Not this coming Thursday, a week from this Thursday. We're going to have another class. It's
Awesome.
going to be ongoing, so if it doesn't fit your schedule, keep posted to get on the waiting list. It's important, and it's about the power of words and what you speak into your life and what you create. And I can tell you, from a biblical standpoint, that's the truth.
It is the truth. What you speak is powerful. So when you speak, speak over you and speak over others. All right. So today the letter is O, and our O stands for optimize. So
Yeah, it is. I actually had a thought. If you want, this is kind of raw at the moment.
hey,
And
this is what
going
we're
through
here
the
for,
best way I
Rob.
like it.
We didn't script any of this. I'm not going to say that I don't have some notes over here, but guys, we script none of this. We literally come out here as raw as we can be. So go ahead.
Be as authentic as people as we can be. Here's what I'm thinking: the ABCs of optimization. So A would be excess, where you're at right now. So how would we relate that to mindful nuggets, the body and the mind? Well, why don't we just pause for a second and kind of wiggle our fingers, move our eyes, feel our toes, things like that. How do you feel? How's your body feel at the moment? What do you recognize? Are you under stress? Are you hungry? Your belly too full? Are you sleepy from eating too many carbs maybe and didn't have enough protein? So take a second to assess where you're at right now and how your body feels. I know it's morning time for most of the United States still. And some of us had breakfast, some haven't. So let's feel that for a second. And then
I'm hungry. I haven't eaten.
yeah, yeah, do that. Do an interrupt. Get up and dance and shake, do it like that. What that does is it re-stimulates all your nerves and it re-centers, get your mind a little focused and there you go. So B would be for balance. Okay, so
Right.
balance would also mean something that we want to reground and recenter. I would believe, like breathing, for example. All right, one of the greatest tools that you can ever do when there's a lot happening in your life and going on is just taking that interruptive pause. Take a deep, deep breath for several times, and just imagine yourself like you're the only person in the world right now. There's nothing pulling at you, nothing tugging, nothing demanding of you. And you just take the breath and you just breathe and just relax. Let relax your shoulders, relax your hands, relax your body. Let the stress, feel it flow out of you. Right? What that causes is a recentering. Just okay, what's important in my life right now? Where am I at? What is the thing that I can create this moment that will be meaningful and be productive for the day that actually attributes to your goals, your vision of what you want to create for 2025. So we're just going to take that breathing moment and figuring out what that is for everybody. You know, today we're doing this great podcast. So Michelle and I decided every Monday at this time we're going to do a podcast. But what else do we get to do today? What else do we get to create? More importantly, we get to do a lot and we get trapped in the doingness of things. But have we stopped? What are we creating that leads us to our vision and to our goals? So take those breaths, figure that out. What's something that small thing that you could do today and tomorrow and the next day that changes your habits? And you can breathe like this. You can take a moment to do that every day. Do it a couple of times a day. Because I'm telling you, when you do this, you get recentered and regrounded. And you're thinking you're able to focus things that you want. And then C, commit. The greatest thing in the world to get something accomplished is say, commit. I commit to it, no backing out, and that's committed action. When we do these things, that's where growth starts to happen. And you start realizing the impact of those baby steps that you make every day add up tremendously over the course of 90 days, even 60 days, sometimes 30 days. Just making that small change. So ABC's optimization for your health, your goals, your vision, in alignment, everything. It's just small things like that. Success, balance, and commit. Remember to breathe. We forget to breathe. You realize, Michelle, I'm pretty sure you do, that we shallow breathe most of the time, especially in the Western culture.
We do.
When you shallow breathe, that holds tension along your vascular system, does it not?
It does. Actually, it slows the cardiac system down. And we do that because we don't consciously take the deep breaths that we need to have, which is why meditation is so important. And that is something that I speak upon a lot in my coaching classes is meditation. We meditate before we even kick off our coaching because it's just something that is vitally important because as a culture, we do shallow breathe. That is where all that tension up in through here in our arms end up here. This is where we get the brain fog.
Right. But we get conditioned, like I say, cyclic, is it not? That we get to doing and doing and doing and doing. We're going off our task list and things like that. We forget to breathe.
Right. Right.
So that's one small habit you can make today. Even if you're not clear on what you want out of your life yet, that's fine. But you can begin searching for it and seeking it
Right.
by just one small thing every day, a couple of times a day, even 3 times a day. Just stop, take some breath, relax your body, clear. When you breathe out, exhaust all the impurities that come out, and breathe in something fresh, your air, breathe in.
That is something that people don't realize is that when you do breathe, take these deep breaths, you're actually flowing out toxins.
Yes, you are.
When you breathe in deeply and use that diaphragm, don't use your chest, use your diaphragm, and breathe out, you're going to release toxins. And when you release those toxins, you clarify the brain, clarify the heart, clear heart, clear the mind, clear the lungs, because that takes oxygen out, your CO2, right? And then you're also, we build up fluid in our lungs on a regular basis. People don't realize how much fluid actually sits in the lungs. So over the course of time, as you're not nourishing your body or doing the deep breaths like you should and blowing them out, you're actually letting that fluid sit in those lungs.
Actually, since you brought that up, there's a great, I believe it's called Mullein, Mullin. It's a
Mm-hmm.
liquid that you can take, and it expels a lot of that out of your lungs and mucus. So your oxygen or your lungs with all the cells that receive the oxygen are unblocked,
Yep.
and that will help you. And take that daily for 30 days. Even for me taking it's made a difference in the way I oxygenate on it. So again,
Awesome.
it's not just it's everything, folks. It's not just the food that we eat. It's the mindset. It's our spirit, and it's alignment, and all these small little things that we do every day makes a difference in our health, in our thinking. It's all connected. It always has been. We just get pulled away from being
And
by the
that's the
stresses
problem
of life.
doing. We're always just do, do, do. We're not in the being of who we are. And I just want to clarify that being who you are, not the constant doing process, but who are you actually being? When you wake up in the morning, who are you being?
Right.
When you go to work, who are you being? When you're with your family, who are you being?
I would actually add the letter D for declaration, A, B, C, D.
Oh, that's good. That's good because I actually, it's funny that you and I, boy, we are on the same wavelength today. So, one of my things was prioritize rest and reflection. That was one of the things that I wanted to talk about with optimization, the word, the letter O. And you're just tapping on all those points because we don't rest, we don't reflect, we just keep doing. And I was hoping coming into 25 that people at this point in time were taking an opportunity to really reflect where they've been and where they're going and what they want. And hearing us today, getting that mindset shift that they need. Again, the power of words, just like we talked about. When we speak over us. So if we're saying, I'd like to take some rest, take the rest. You need the rest. The mind needs the rest. The body needs the rest. Believe it or not, every organ in the body needs some type of rest. It also needs some reflection time. And then we revitalize it. And then from
Yeah,
there,
actually, actually, the certain stresses carry into certain parts of the body as
absolutely.
well. I mean, it carries into the liver. I mean, even like entrepreneurs that go on and on and on, and that's just a vicious cycle. They carry a lot of stress in their knees. Their knees hurt,
Right.
oddly enough, but it's been proven.
Right.
Uh, so it's just where you carry your stress and the ability to say, I'm stopping, I'm pausing, I'm breathing for a moment, I'm regrounding myself, I'm letting my brain clear and letting my body have a moment.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Golly, just give yourself a moment to get yourself put together and get on course to being intimate with your time and what is your purpose here.
And
Um,
that's again some of the things that I've noticed coming into the new year. I don't see a lot of people showing up in purpose. I see a lot of talk. I'm not seeing action and I'm not seeing purpose. So I am curious to all the viewers today here watching us. What is your word for this year? William, what's your word for this year?
Authenticity.
Authenticity. Mine is committed. I am committed this year. Viewers, tell us in the comments what is your word for this year? Not resolutions. Resolutions went out the door well before 2020. I know that. I know it's been about 5 or 6 years that resolutions just no longer took place. It's a word now because words have meaning, words have accountability and action to them. Um,
Well, a good word right there on that is pick a word that is valuable at the
right,
core level for you that unifies your direction of what you want out of this life. And start with what do I want?
right,
What
right.
do you want? Have you asked yourself that question? Have you written it down? exactly what you want out of this life. This is your life, not ours. This is your life. What do you want out of it? Declare it.
Exactly. Exactly. Speak it and speak it in volumes, you know. One of the things I learned last year, last year, I don't know about you, William, but 2024 was really my time of healing, growing, uh, learning how to be in committed action. 2025 is definitely commitment for me. This is everything about being in committed action. I want to serve other people. I want to be a space for other people. Um, what was your 24?
My 24 was redefining, actually. I know many people don't know the story. I'm a double transplant recipient, and by the grace of God, I'm still here. And my wife also nearly died from COVID as well, and she was disabled. So we went through a 5 year stretch of just healing,
Mm-hmm.
uh, recentering, and figuring out what our purpose is going to be in life. And year 24 was that, exactly that. Is like, who am I? What am I? And what am I? Or who am I serving
Right.
in this? In 2024, it was a lot of reflection, a lot of healing, and a lot of just like putting the pieces back together and
Right.
plugging it back in. And then connection was a big thing in 2024, Michelle.
I agree with that. Connection was a big thing for me too. Making those connections, really getting, to build some relationships. My 24 was just amazing. My goal was to um, impact 1,000 people's lives by either meeting them, being an acquaintance, or just, having some type of relationship with 1,000 people. I exceeded that goal, which I'm super proud of. And this
That's
year,
awesome. Celebrate.
I did. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Celebrate that in every way. So this year, my goal is to actually impact 1,000 people's lives, touch their lives, change their lives. That is my goal for 2025. So I'm excited for that goal. It's already kicked off.
That's no,
What'd you say?
that's a very, very. I said that's a very uh, that's a great goal. That's a great objective, actually,
Thank
and to
you.
impact life. And that's what we're here for anyway, is
Right.
to serve and help other people live. If I could, I want to leave the people that are listening in an equation that
Absolutely.
works, and it has worked since the beginning of time. In fact, in the beginning of time was the Word. Okay,
Right.
biblically, that's grounded is the Word. All right. Well, there's three elements to creation to get into at least potential creation. And one is the vision, all right, not goals. Goals are a destination. Let me be clear on that. Guys like to think in goals because they have a directional purpose and that's a drive for them. Women think in vision, but for all of us, it starts with vision. All right.
I hope my husband's watching this right now because that was so like spot on.
It's just been my experience from working with people
You're right.
that
You're
women
right.
think women receive vision. For example, they build a household. For example, they see the colors, the layout. All right, the guys are thinking, well, these studs need to go up here, here, and here, and as a goal, we don't get that done. Okay, so it's the way we're designed. But the thing is, the right equation
Mhm.
for both male and female
Right.
is begin with the word. And that has always been because you breathe life from your words into your life and other lives around you. Okay, I want to be clear on that. So what you create could be good, could not be so good. You might not be aware of what you're creating.
That's true. That is very
Exactly.
true.
All right, and you don't realize that this is the
Impacts
beginning of
others.
everything in destination of where you want to be and enjoy the journey. But three things: your vision, your words, and you being your values in your core and how you fit into this and what you're wanting out of this life.
Absolutely.
All right. So those three right there, and for me, and I know for me, Michelle, is God is in the equation and always is because He's one that gives us our vision and our purpose. We just don't know it. We have it at childhood, and sometimes it takes a lot of time getting the mud called our clay vessels cleaned up to where we can actually realize what that is. But it begins there: the vision, the word, in you, and
Right.
what it is in your clarity and your purpose that you want to accomplish in your life. Once you've got that, then you have direction. and
That's
it's
right.
clear. And
That's right.
then the next part of the equation is belief and faith. Those are committed actions. Then you get to results that are meaningful called fruit. If we're not getting the fruit, we get the experience to go back and look at the three components of how we're speaking, what our vision is, and what do we value, and are those in alignment? All right. So we got a feedback loop from that, but
Right.
we're very clear in direction. So we have the right recipe. Now it's practice. Getting out there and making it intentional. Be time intimate. Two things that were given to us that matter the most out of everything that we think or world thinks is time and connection. That's it, folks. Everything flows, currency flows through connection, not just money.
That's right.
Everything flows through connection. And how do you invest your time? How do you even think about time? Do you spend time? Do you invest time, or are you intimate with time?
Great question. That is a great question. How you, it's so funny because we just talked about this over the weekend about time and how time matters.
Yes.
How you spend it, what you do in that time frame, it all matters. So you can come back and say, well, I didn't have enough time. Well, then how did you spend your time? If you didn't do the time that mattered to you, then I want to encourage everyone today to stop what you're doing and look at your time frame, look at what's going on, and spend it differently. Do it differently. Take the vision that you have. You don't like what you see? That's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. Sit down, refocus, reflect, and then set the vision out for what it is you're wanting. And
That's,
spend your time differently.
that's very excellent, Michelle. Actually, that's part of all optimization is your time.
Exactly. Exactly.
And what a better way to start with your ABCDs and then think of B, that's your interrupt to breathe and to optimize your time.
Exactly.
What's taking time from you? That's a better question. All right, what's taking the time away from your objective, your mission in this life, and what you want? All right. So what's sucking that away from you? And that's one way to start buying your time back. Exactly. Is that one step right there? Exactly. And then who is doing it? Who's taking it away from you? And is that something you want to continue to allow?
So that's important.
All these things that Michelle and I are out here is helping you align and get in the proper way, get the right nourishment, the right mindset, the right way of being, clarity on your vision. And we invite you to join us in this movement to straighten up the ship that has been wrecked for, I think, centuries now.
Right.
And create a better place for all of us and to be a brighter light and find out what your light is that you shine, because you're unique. Every one of you unique, and every one of you have purpose. Every one of you are extraordinary. And when you start believing that, things start changing. And that's a word you can use today. You're extraordinary.
Exactly.
So there you go.
That's a great word for today. I like that word for today. I'm definitely extraordinary. I'm definitely on the other side. So, okay, so next week our letter is U, and U will be understand.
Yes.
So that will be our word for next Monday. So make sure you're back here at 11:30 a.m. Central Time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. I think I got that right. 9:30 a.m. Pacific Time. And we're going to be speaking on the letter U, which is understand. So I know you have a class coming up. And then if you want to talk about that, and then I have a class as well.
We can, but first we're going to say we're going to have a pop quiz on O.
Yeah. Absolutely. We can come back on Monday. No, that'd be great. Yeah, we'll recap.
What did you understand about O? How about that? And what did you retain from it? But either way,
I'll tell you what I'd like to hear. I'd like to hear how you prioritized today and said, you know what, I need to take a moment to reflect because I don't think I'm where I need to be. That's what I'd like to hear next Monday. Where is it that you know after reflecting back that you need to be now? And how are you going to optimize your time? That's what I'd like to hear next week.
Absolutely. I like that idea, Michelle. That'd be great. The power word class, let me check my calendar real quick before we part, because I know I've got another call coming up in 7 minutes.
All right, that's why I
Uh,
wanted to keep for today.
yeah, and let me get over here to the calendar, and I have
We have so much powerful things to say. I just wanted, that's why I came on early, because I feel like this is very powerful. This is touching people,
I agree, Michelle.
touching lives. That's our goal this year, is to touch lives.
16.
16.
January 16th is the next Power Word course, and it's finding your word for 2025 that aligns you, your vision, and purpose. And
Awesome.
yes, you can have one word that makes a direction that changes your life. And it could be a very simple word, but it means so much. And so, but the whole class is not just about that one word.
No.
It's giving the tools and the ability to see how words work and affect your life. And it gives you guidance and a way of being that directs your life. And it gives you the word that grounds you back into what it is that you want to do out of life when life's trying to take you out of your life.
Right. Right.
So I encourage you. Its cost of the dinner is $39 per person, $69 for couples to join, and groups are welcome as well. But I encourage you to invest in yourself and learn about words and how they impact your life, and start creating something that you want for your life, not what others want. All right.
Awesome. Love this, love this, love this. All right, guys, you can join William and I back on Monday, next Monday at 11:30 a.m. Central, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. We will be talking about the letter U in Nourish. And I hope you enjoyed today. If you did, make sure you go back and catch this, save it, spread it around to everybody, let them know that we're here, and join us back on Monday. All right, William.
Hey, P.S.
Awesome day.
The letter U means you.
Exactly. Right? And remember,
right,
you matter. You matter. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.